If you're seeing the ElevenLabs core API error, Apierror, especially with a 401 or a voice not found message, don't worry. In this video, I'll show you exactly how to fix it step by step. This is one of the most common issues people run into when they start using the ElevenLabs API, and the good news is that it usually comes down to either your API key or your voice ID. If this tutorial helps you out, make sure to hit like and subscribe for more quick software fixes and tutorials. Let's get into it. First, let's talk about status code 401. A 401 error usually means your API key is not being recognized. In ElevenLabs, the SDK looks for your API key in the 11 API key environment variable. So the first thing you want to do is make sure that variable is actually set correctly. Check your code, your terminal, your environment file, or your deployment settings and confirm that the key is spelled correctly and pasted in the right place. If the key is there, the next thing to check is whether the key is still valid. Open your ElevenLabs dashboard and verify that the API key has not been revoked, restricted, or expired. Sometimes a key can stop working simply because it was regenerated, deleted, or limited in a way that blocks the request. If that happened, create a fresh key in the dashboard and update your project with the new one. Another important point is to make sure your app is actually loading the environment variable before the API call happens. If you're using a .env file, confirm it is being read properly. If you're deploying to a server, make sure the environment variable is added in the hosting platform settings. A lot of 401 errors happen not because the key is wrong, but because the app never received the key at all. Now, let's move to status code 400 with voice not found. This means the voice ID you're calling does not exist, or it exists but it is not associated with your account. In other words, the API request is valid, but the voice reference is wrong. To fix this, you need to verify the exact voice ID before using it in your request. The easiest way to do that is to run client voices get all in the ElevenLabs SDK. This will return the list of voices available to your account. From there, compare the voice ID in your code with the actual ID returned by the API. Make sure you are using the exact value, because even a small mismatch will trigger the voice not found error. If you copied the voice ID from a guide, a previous project, or a different account, double check that it still belongs to the account you are currently signed into. Voice IDs are account specific, so a voice that works in one workspace may not work in another. Once you confirm the correct ID, replace the old one in your code and try again. So to summarize, if you get a 401 error, focus on your API key and the 11 API key environment variable. If you get a 400 voice not found error, focus on your voice ID and verify it with client voices.getAll. These two checks solve most ElevenLabs core API errors fast. If this video saved you time, please like the video and subscribe to the channel for more coding fixes, API tutorials, and software walkthroughs. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.